Alright, hello guys and gals. This is the coding teacher. I'm here to teach you how to code. We're building a customer relationship manager. Real simple customer relationship manager. And where we left off last time is we created this click handler. So in this episode, it should be a real short episode. We're just going to make that click handler actually set a global variable in the scope that sets the current ID. So let's just say, let's initialize the scope variable. Current ID equals, and let's just say new. So whenever current ID is new, we're going to be able to click, or we're going to be able to see a save button that's going to add a new employer, and that's a functionality that we're going to add in the future. But for now, we're just going to say that this function is going to set this current ID to the actual ID of the employer that got clicked. So in order to do that, you have to go here and pass to this ngClick we can just do it so that we have all the data. Employer, let's pass the employer itself, and remember that anywhere inside this object we're going to have access to not only everything in the scope, of course, because we're inside where the controller's scope is, but anywhere inside this ng repeat we're going to have access to this employer variable, which was so for each of the objects in the employers array we're going to have access to this local employer variable, and we're going to be using that to call the employer card click handler. So we need to make this guy take an employer, a card got clicked, and let's just say console.log employer, right? And in here it's coming into this one, employer scope and employer. And let's see if that works. So here we go. We click that one and we get Marshall M. Homies 2. We click this one and we get that. We click this one and we get this. So we click this one and we get the medium soft one. So it seems to be working. That's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode we're going to be... Actually, let me see. How long have we do this? Can't really tell what my video duration is, so I'm just going to cut it off here, and next episode we're going to come back. Oh yeah, look, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. No, I'm going to go ahead and continue. So what we're going to do now is basically we have this current ID thing. We can set it. Oh, I had said that I was going to set that, and I didn't. So let's what's the best way to do this? I'm just going to, instead of current ID, I'm just going to say current employer right here. Current employer, the currently selected employer, and here I'm going to set that scope that current employer equals employer, so the one that came into the function parameter. And in the index.html, let me try it out. I'm just going to say that my input is going to have a value that's going to be actually I have to look that up. Let's go here, Angular. Oh yeah, I remember now. I have to look that up. This ng model, it has to be in current employer dot name, and if current employer happens to be in the new status, that should come back as undefined, and it shouldn't be any kind of big deal. Or maybe I'll do it like this. Yeah, just initialize it like that. Current employer dot name. So let's go back and test this. Refresh, click on this guy, there we go. Click on this one. So that works. I'm gonna have to think of a different way that to separate between creating. I'm gonna get rid of these console logs, between creating an employer and having one that's that already exists. Maybe I'll just look at this guy and see if it has. Oh yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do. If he has an underscore ID property, then that's one that came from the database, and if it doesn't, then it's not one that came from the database. So let's see here. Current employer.name, and that's what I need is just to add ng models to all these inputs. Ng model, so I'm gonna copy, and this is current employer dot status. See, so we contact, right, current employer dot, I'm going to copy that part actually, contact person, then we're going to go here, current employer dot email, current employer dot website, current employer dot phone, current employer dot address, and in my text area I'm going to have current employer dot notes. Alright, so when we refresh the page we should have any information that the employer has. This is not getting updated, so oh yeah, it is. I just added a phone number for everything. Okay, so that's working as we expected now, and now I am at 6 minutes, so I'm definitely going to stop here. I hope that was informative. We're setting this current employer variable depending on what was clicked, and it loads as a new employer. I hope that was informative. I hope that you're seeing the usefulness of Angular and the usefulness of setting these scope variables and then just being able to pull data right out of them into your HTML and having Angular handle all the DOM manipulation for you. So I hope this is fun and informative, and I'll see you guys next time.